Hello everyone. It's lovely to see everybody again. And today I would like to share with everyone one of the practice that helped me. It also helped a lot of others people, um, especially to grounding or to anchor back into the earth, into our body. Why there's so many things happening around that are just shaking us up like that, and it makes us very feeling very unsettled. And this kind of practice, it's really helpful for me, and I hope it also helpful for you, and especially for anyone who just start for beginning to have your sitting meditation or sitting in silence and just enjoy in breath and out breath. And this kind of practice is really helpful to prepare for that also before you do your sitting silent meditation, or during that time, or even after that, or even throughout the day. So shall we start? And we're beginning with standing. And this practice come with the questions that I ask myself: how does it feel like to be an earth person? And it not come from me. The practice not come from me. It come from my teacher. And during years of practice, I find it very helpful. So let us start by standing. Let I move the ball away, and we will need a chair or a block or book to do in this. But first, maybe we go through a few different things. So we would like to find the gravity lines that going through our body, and we all know that we held by the vibration of the earth, and also in ourselves electromagnetic feeling. So how can we find that inside our body? How can we feel that rather than we just know that it's there, but rather we never using it as the support for us to stand or to do whatever we want to do without tense everything up or hold ourselves up. So for the moment, stand or sit, whatever position that you feel the most comfortable, and just feel how you feel at the moment in your body. And then if you have a chair, and if you like to just normal sitting, sit anywhere or any way that you feel the most comfortable. So sit like usual way, and then somebody say, Uyên, you not sit upright, so you might have to straighten your spine up. So okay, let's straighten my spine up, do whatever. And then somebody say, oh, your shoulders so up high nearby your ear, can you drop your shoulder down and bring your shoulder backward? That kind of thing. Okay, I do that. How was it? I look good, isn't it? And somebody say that, oh, your chin really outward, you drop you in here, so can you bring your chin toward your chest? I say, fine, I do that. My spine so upright, and maybe I look great, I don't know. How do you feel? But really, seriously, inside of me, everything is tightening up and pulling and holding into each other just for me to have a external rate shape from the outside. But inside, I find very hard to breathe, and I feel very much like I do a little bit more performance to some kind of the shape for the outside. When they look, they say I look great, but the inside, I don't find that it's a natural, and I don't find any support from the inside. So how can we do in that to be upright person, to be a human? So let's stand, and then we find the gravity lines or the gravity force going through our body, and that is a place where a particular area in our body at 90 degrees with the earth or perpendicular with the earth, so it look like that. So if you see the earth like that, that kind of thing. So let's start with our left arm. So my left arm or your left arm and we play around a little bit with our arm, the left arm. So go through the bones and find the connection of the whole arm down to the fingers. And then I just play around a little bit if the arms, and if my left arm go forward, how does it feel like when my arm in this position? And backward a little bit, how does it feel like when my arm in this position? How I feel when the arm away from my body toward my body, how does it feel like? Diagonal, how does it feel like? So to move around and find, so you would like to differentiate the feeling between each of different angle of your arm, and where do you feel your arms or my left arm can hang free, like the pendulum, hanging free without holding any tension, but can hang free the whole arm down to the fingers. So I find that position. In here you might find different position, but whereas you can feel your arms, it can be loose rather than it holding tight. And when you find that position already, you can turn your body around. So what I'm going to do, I turn my body around that gravity line that I already feel on the left arm, and see how does it feel like. So you can do faster than me, or you can do slower than me. So do in the way that you feel the most comfortable. You can go forward or you can go backward. But whatever way we go, our attention, our focus in the gravity line on the left arm, and we move our body around that. And just enjoy what you find. And when you're ready and you decide to coming back to whatever way you're standing upright, then I will take my body very slowly to coming back to uprightness, but I still have my awareness on the gravity line of that arm, of the left arm. So now we will do a couple of things to, I'm not sure that you see the difference, but I already see on the screen, or I feel my shoulder on the left, it dropping down compared to the right. So maybe we move the left arm and then move the right arm and feel what the difference in the quality of the movement of both of the arms. Which one we feel lighter? Which one is more floating upward? We can go this way, we can go back, or we can measure and to see what the difference between one and the other. So we're not looking for particular difference, but we would like to feel what the difference between both arms. And the whole side of your body, actually, I feel the left side very relaxed. I don't know how about yours. Let's do the other one. So again, we find the connection, or we feel the connection, or we open our awareness, the connection of the whole of our right arm down to the fingers. And then we find the gravity lies on the right arm by playing, not by somebody telling us what to do. I think we all learn all of that. Do exactly what we have been told at school, but in our practice, it's exploration. It's a place where creative and fun come, and we learn from our own experiences, not from somebody telling us. So play around now. I feel already the line, gravity line, and then I move my body around that lines again. And if you have your children do this with you, It's really fun. My children sometimes they do this with me, and they call this one the zombie sequencing. So to take your time, play with it. But when we do with children, we do a little bit faster and in a different way so they can engage, you know. But with adult, we do a little bit different. So take your time. You can walk forward, you can walk backward. Or even you do this one in sitting, you don't have to stand. If you have any problem about standing and walking and got dizzy, maybe you just sit on a chair and doing this. But the principle, find the gravity line and then you move your body around that. And when I coming back to neutral, I still keep my awareness with the gravity line on the right arm. And now I just lifting both arms. How does it feel like now? You can put your hand in prayer position or any position. So, what do you feel in your whole body now? Especially upper body. And then we go into find the gravity line for one leg. And then we find for the other leg. And then we go to the spine. Home, I go get the block. If you got block, it's brilliant. If you don't have block, any book will work also. You just need something hard to stand on or a chair. So I quite like to stand on a chair because one of the leg can dangling easily. But I think if I stand on a chair today, I think my head will off on the screen, so I might use the block today. So choose what it works for you. You can choose one or two. I quite like a little bit taller. And then we near by the wall, so for a little bit support. So we stand on and very careful, stand on whatever way that you feel comfortable. And then we play around with the dangling leg. So where can I feel my leg can hang without I have to hold on my lower back or I hold on my hip or any gripping or grasping to hold the leg. And when I find that, free hanging from the right leg, or you might be left, and then I do the same, I play around the same, so the rest of the body is soft, and I move my body around this line of the right leg, the gravity line of the right leg. So I can move my ears around that. We can move our nose around that line. We can move our arms around that line. We can move our ankles on the other standing leg around that gravity line. We can move our thoracic diaphragm, our pelvis, anything. So I don't make it up. You create. And when you feel, oh, I have enough of that, when you're coming back, please be very careful because you will be maybe very lopsided and unbalanced. So to take your time, be safe first, and as you stand, feel feel how you feel on one side of your body, compare with the other side. Maybe go to the leg or the sole of the feet. And for me, I feel very anchor, but in the way that enjoyable and very peaceful. I don't know how about you. Let's do the other side, yeah? So I turn this way and I go to the other side. So we know what to do. I'm quiet. So go have time to be focused. I find that I learn best when I explore. I come to the practice with exploration rather than become a set of rules. then I learn faster. With set of rules, there is a conflict in me that I find quite difficult. You might be different. Everyone learn different way, but also the way how I learn that I feel everything need to make sense also. And then when you feel ready, you come down. And now we got 4 lines. And feel how you feel as you stand upright. Any movement in the leg, any movement in the arms, and how does it feel like? I think we can turn into the dancing class. Okay, now I would like to take everyone into the sitting position where we can do our quiet sitting meditation, if we would like. I feel full of joy actually after I find the gravity line. Shall I sit a little bit toward the screen so we can see each other a little bit more? But I would like to show you my feet. So shall I sit backward a bit? Okay. So let's do this one. So find a chair where you feel the most comfortable to sit and just sit. Feel how you feel now as you sitting. And then the next one we are going to do, we find a gravity line for our shin, our forelegs. So with both legs, we play again a little game. So if I put my foreleg here, how does it feel like? Do we have to hold anything? Or how does it feel like in the foreleg? And you can try many different positions, you know. See how does it feel like? So somebody sit like that. How does it feel like? If you sit like that, how does it feel like? I can feel when I sit like that, I creeping a lot on my hips in here. The organ and everything, I drag it down like that. You might not find that. In here, yeah, still feel really closing up rather than actually open to any conversation. I might open the conversation, but it's not natural. It's more approach from the brain that somebody sit in front of me and I need to talk. But when I find a gravity line, I feel everything is flowing out natural way, from the inside, from your heart, from whatever it is. So now we know already how does it feel when it hand or the foreleg in there and there. I go into the place where I can feel my foreleg dangling and hang free. So I don't have to hold anything. And this position today, that's how I feel. So some of us, maybe you not feel it yet. Maybe change position of your sitting. Maybe you sit too far with the chair, then you find it difficult to feel. Maybe you need to sit a little bit forward. So maybe 1/3 of the chair or 2/3 of the chairs only. So I might face you then. So let's find again. Yeah, I feel it now. And just enjoy that for a moment. And then we go into our pelvis. So I would like to find the gravity lines for my pelvis. How does it feel like? I move back because I think on the screen I could not see the toes. So I move my pelvic bone maybe forward. How does it feel like? Backward. I can feel it a lot gripping. They keep me upright and I can't talk properly. And then maybe move the bone move this way. The pelvic bone move this way. How does it feel like? Where is the center of the pelvic bones? Where in my pelvic bones can just dangling, free floating? Where it can perpendicular? No, I won't say that English word. I will not say it right. Where I can feel the gravity line of my pelvis. has it here. So now we got 4 legs, we got the pelvis, now we go to our spine. So find your tail and all the way with the connection up to the ground of the head. So from the tail all the way up through the spine to the skull up to the ground of the head, or from the ground of the head down to the vertebrae, the neck, the spine, thoracic spine, lumbar spine, and down to the tail. And find that as one unit. And then you just move it around. Again, we play with the game to find the gravity line of our spine. Where can you feel that your spine can hang free? Where it can release its own tension rather than it gripping anywhere to be upright, where it can floating free. I hope very much this is helpful for you. If you have more time, you can go to your shoulder blade and you do the same one. You can go to the collarbones, play the same one. Upper arm bones, play the same one. The back of the hands or the back of the palms, find the gravity lines. You can go into organs. If I have more time, I play a lot. I go to my eyes, I go to my jaws, I go to my tongue, I go to my food pipe and the breathing pipe, esophagus, and larynx. I go into my stomach and the liver. I go to my diaphragm. I go to the kidneys. I go down into the large intestines, small intestine, duodenum, anus. Sometimes I quite like it to go to the blood chamber, very big too, on the back of the heart, that kind of thing. And sometimes I go to the lungs, sometimes I go to the heart, and it's very, very joyful. I find very joyful, very free, very fulfillment, and the sitting in silence is so easy and effortless. And I hope you enjoy it, and see you in the next one. Bye.